Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today I'm going to do an updated Q&A. I asked you guys over on Instagram to leave me some questions and I got a lot, so this video might be a little bit long. So grab some coffee, a snack, whatever, and let's just sit here and chit chat. These are a lot of the questions, and then I've got more on another post that I did. I asked you guys twice for questions. So anyways, we have a lot to go over. I've got some iced coffee here. We're just gonna go ahead and jump in. A lot of people have been asking me about my land and kind of what's going on with that, with my home situation. So right now I'm just currently waiting on a mobile home to come along. The last part that I had told you guys, I was still considering either building or a mobile home, and I think I've decided just to go ahead and go with the mobile home. By the way, I talked about this in a vlog that I filmed a couple weeks ago, and it's not been posted yet because I've been waiting on the brand. So if you hear me talking about this again, that's why. But the reason there's not been any more updates is because I haven't really had anything to update on. I have decided to go with a mobile home. I can always build later, but right now, with the timeline that I want to work with, I want to go ahead and just have something that I can move into. I can always sell it later and build a house, a forever home, if you will. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of waiting to see what comes along because I would like to pay cash, but I also don't want to settle for something that's going to be just a money pit and something that's going to be terrible in the long run. So I'm just kind of being patient with it. I do need to have the property cleaned. There's a lot of trees that I want to keep for shade, but there's a lot of the underbrush and stuff that I would just like to have gone. And of course I need to have my well and septic put down. I still need to do all that stuff. And there's all kind of like hoops you have to jump through with the county that I live in. You gotta have permits for this and that. So yeah, I've just got a lot to do still. Next question is, with the kids getting older, do they ever ask for their own room or space? My 6-year-old and my toddler, not so much, but my 11-year-old, he's going into that preteen stage where he definitely needs his own space. And I can tell that he wants his own space. He doesn't really ever say it, but I can tell he's getting to that age. So that's another reason I'm working really hard this year to get into my own place so that he can have his own space, as well as the rest of my children and me. I know we have lived in this bedroom for the last 2.5 years or so, which has worked out great, but we are all definitely ready for our own space. Somebody else asked, when you have your own home on your land, will your mom live with you or stay where she is? So if she wants to live with me, she can, but I think she would rather stay in her own home. We're gonna be like right here next to each other, walking distance. And so it'd be nothing for me to come over and visit her, or she could visit us. So yeah, I think that she would much prefer to continue living in her own home. But like I said, if she wants to move with me, she totally can, and we will make it work. Somebody else asked, do you own the land your manufactured home is on, or do you rent it? So this is my mom's home and her land, so she owns all of this. Have you ever painted a mobile home on the outside, thinking about painting mine? And then it cuts off. I'm not able to see the rest, but I've never painted a mobile home on the outside, but I would love to paint my mom's the same colors as I did her porch. I think it would all tie in really nicely together. Who knows when that's going to happen, but that's something that is on my radar. So there's that. Somebody says, do you have a job other than YouTube and being a mom / homeschooler? No, I do YouTube full time, and I am so very thankful and grateful. I wake up every day and I am so thankful that I'm able to be home with my kids and homeschooling them. I get to be with them and teach them. That is just something that I've always dreamed of doing, is being home full time with my kids and also being able to make money. So YouTube has blessed my life tremendously. And I don't see myself ever going back into the workforce. However, I will do whatever is necessary if it comes to that and I need to provide for my children. I will 100% do that. But right now, YouTube is my main source of income and it's working out really well. Someone says, will you send your children to public school or keep them in homeschool? As of right now, that question is up in the air, so I don't really have like an answer for that. I would love to continue homeschooling. Homeschooling has been amazing, but I can't just think about me with this. I have to think about everyone else involved in this decision. So we'll see. I don't really know yet. What is your favorite chore to do? What is my favorite chore? I would have to say probably folding laundry or washing laundry. I love the smell of laundry washing, so that's why I say that. But when I'm folding, like if I have like a huge mound of laundry to fold, that's also some time that I can take for myself to watch a TV show or whatever. And so that's probably why that would be my favorite chore, just because it kind of ties into my me time. This question is, I am struggling so hard to get out of debt. Was it hard for you? Yes. Any kind of like self-discipline with me and money is always hard. But something that I learned to do and something that gave me a little bit of motivation was see, like I'm one of those people that I impulse buy really terrible. Fast food, coffee, I am terrible about purchases that I do not need. Something that I sometimes do, and I still do it even though I'm out of debt, I will say I'm thinking about making a purchase that I don't need. I will take whatever that would have cost me and transfer it to my savings account, so that way it's kind of motivation for me to save. I can watch the money that I would have been spending on something that I didn't need and it building up in my savings account. So that's just a little hack and something that can help you. But yes, to answer your question, getting out of debt is a struggle, especially if your finances are tight. That was another hard thing for me, was finding the money to be able to put towards my debt. But I learned that cutting the proper things out, the things that I don't need, is definitely doable. I don't give up, because the weight that gets lifted off your shoulders when your debt is paid off is unbelievable. It is so amazing. How is the water sewer line going? Will you buy a newer manufactured home? So I haven't done like anything water or sewer yet. I am probably going to settle for something that's older, just because I want to either pay cash or finance something that I can pay off really fast. So it's going to be older, but I want something that's decent as well. So yeah, like I said, I had a lot of questions regarding my home situation and what's going on with that. What is your favorite meal to make for your family? I would say probably spaghetti, because that's their favorite meal to eat. My kids love spaghetti, and so I would say that's probably my favorite one to make for them, just because they love it so much. The next question is, how is homeschooling going? Homeschooling is going really great. I love homeschooling. It has worked out really well for our schedule. With me working from home, I have a lot of flexibility already, and so them doing homeschool, they have a lot of flexibility as well, and so we just have a lot of flexibility in our schedule, which has been amazing. Homeschooling is not what I thought it was going to be. I was a little bit overwhelmed to start, and I think that was all coming from, you know, the unknown of homeschooling. I thought I was going to be like teaching my children for like 4 hours a day, but that's totally not what it is. What are some of your favorite skincare products? So I love Tula. I still use all of their stuff. So these are some of the products that I use every day. I have their face wash. It's in my shower, so I don't have that here in front of me, but I love the moisturizer. It is amazing. And then this under eye balm, it's like adds like a cooling sensation. It is really refreshing. And this here I use every day. It's the brightening treatment drops triple vitamin C serum. So a Tula girl. I love Tula skincare products. Someone says, how has it been living with your mom? Living with my mom has been really great. We have really good teamwork. We are a lot alike in a lot of ways. We do things the same way for the most part. I will say I struggled with having my own space. and then moving in with my mom and not having that anymore, that was kind of an internal struggle, but we have adapted and we've made it work, and it's been smooth sailing. So it's going to be another adjustment when I move out, kind of learning, you know, again, how to have my own space again, if that makes any sense. I don't really know how to explain that. Another question that has been asked repeatedly, and I'm going to go ahead and answer, is about my dating life. So I've been kind of hesitant about this topic for the past year and a half. I kind of wanted to wait and see what happened. I didn't really trust the situation at first because, as you guys know, Ray's dad was not in her life for like the first year of her life, and so I wasn't really expecting him to ever come back around. And she was a year and some change old. I think she was like a year and 3-4 months, somewhere in there. He came back around, and he has been consistently in her life, and he's in my life as well. So he's got his own place now. Ray has her own room over there, and they have been building their relationship. So far, everything has been going really well. It's been a year and a half now since he has been back into both of our lives. I know the last time I had talked to you guys about that, he was not in her life, but that has completely changed, and I feel comfortable enough to speak out and say that. So anyways, I know that was like a really hot question. Someone says, can we see your mom? I bet she's so sweet. So unfortunately, my mom will not get on camera. She's never been on camera, and she just does not want to be on camera. So I don't ever see her making an appearance, unfortunately. She does a lot of back-end work for me, though. She is a really big help here on my channel. Sometimes she answers comments for me and my emails, and the financial part of it, she has been a really big help, and so she has contributed work to this channel as well. When do you start working on your own property? We kind of talked about this already, but I am ready to start cleaning it and getting the well and septic ASAP. So that will probably be something that's going down in the next couple weeks. At least get the ball rolling for that anyways. Would you ever do a meetup? Also ever care to talk about the relationship with Ray's dad? So we just talked about Ray's dad, but about the meetup, I have actually been considering doing one, but I don't know how many of you would be interested. So if you're interested in something like that, please let me know in the comments down below. I think it would be great to do like regular meetups if I have enough of you like in the area and you could do that. That would be really nice. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about that, because I'm completely open to it. What, if anything, my dog is so loud. She's snoring and now she's sneezing. And what, if anything, came out of the pandemic that ended up being a blessing in your life? I would say learning to appreciate life and realizing just how fragile it is and how fast it can be taken, and just appreciating the little things in life, being able to go and see your family, have get-togethers, go to the store, just little things like that that I took for granted before. Do you prefer summer or winter? I have a taste for both seasons. About that, my camera cut off. I'm not sure where it left off, but if I had to choose between summer or winter, I would probably choose summer, because there's just a lot more we can do in the summertime than we can in the winter time. So, and the kids are out of school, it's just a lot more chill and relaxed. What are your goals 5 years from now? To be honest, I have no idea what my goal is 5 years from now. As far as I can see down the scope, I can only see as far as the next year, and that for me is getting into my home. After that, I have no idea. I know I want to continue with my YouTube journey and see where that takes me. I'm one of those people that is one step at the time, and as far as I can see, it's just into the next year. After that, I have no idea. Someone else asked, do you see yourself going back to school? I have thought about that. Back in my younger years, high school, college years, I had gone to school for a short while to be an RN, and at the time that was something that I was very passionate about and I wanted to do, but then I got married and I kind of fell off that boat. I'm sure you guys know how that goes, but I'm kind of glad, because now I don't think that's my passion anymore. You know the saying, everything happens for a reason? I've kind of been led to doing this YouTube thing, and it's kind of put me in the scope of business and marketing. And so if I ever do go back to school, I have to say I would probably do something like that, just because that's kind of what I'm already in, and I would like to kind of further my education and become more knowledgeable on that. How do you find the energy and time to do everything that you do? Girl, I admire you so much, so thank you. But a lot of my energy comes from coffee, and I also have to be very, very careful with my time management. With working from home and also homeschooling, I do have to be really strategic about my planning and just making sure that I have everything blocked off and knowing what I have to get done. But as far as my energy level, it's all coffee. What is your favorite song to sing in the car? So I don't have a favorite song per se, but I jump from genre to genre. I can go from Kane Brown to Cardi B, and yeah, I'm just all over the place. I'm one of those people. What is your favorite way to wind down or relax? I would say probably bubble bath, and I like to play games on my phone, scroll on TikTok. That's my favorite way to wind down. Do you have summer plans with the kids? Update on your new land. We talked about the land. But for summer, I have so much I want to do with them. I actually had to sit down the other day and kind of do like a brain dump and make like a bucket list for the summer. I want to take them to the water park. There's a couple of splash pads I want to visit. The theme park I want to visit. I want to go bowling. I want to go to the drive-in theater. Yeah, I just have so much that I want to do, and so I just went ahead and made like a bucket list, and we'll check it off as we go. And I would like to take a small little mini beach weekend getaway with them, even if we just stay at the hotel and swim at the pool. That's something that I definitely want to do with them. Somebody asked, what do you feel is a sensible budget for clothing in general? Sales and clearance get me. It gets me too, and I'm a big sucker for Shein right now. I am probably going to have to delete the app just so I'm not overspending. But for me, I would say a sensible budget just for me would be like a $20 to $30 budget per month. And that would just allow, you know, 1 to 2 outfits if I wanted to. That doesn't mean that I have to spend that every month, but I would allow that every month. Someone asked, when will you be doing the flooring, or did I miss it? We have not done the flooring yet. I'm gonna have somebody come in and do that, but after I looked at the prices, it is a ridiculous amount of money, which is probably very much earned, but I could do it myself for a lot cheaper. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. But no, we have not done that yet, but I definitely want to. So alright guys, that is going to complete this Q&A. Thank you to everyone who sent in a question for me to answer. It's very much appreciated. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Don't forget to leave a butterfly emoji in the comments down below. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Come home with me tonight, run away with me, it'd be worth the time.